With the holidays around the corner, here we are. Quick question. What do you think causes more weight gain? Thanksgiving Day itself or the 5 days after Thanksgiving? Most people say the holiday is what causes them to gain weight. But the truth, leftovers week is metabolically way worse, and I will prove it to you. Hey everyone, I'm Dr. Ben Alilin. I am a practicing physician for the past 20 years in Orlando, Florida. I help people understand their metabolism so they can finally feel good in their bodies again. So let's talk about leftovers and why leftovers are more dangerous than the feast of the dinners themselves. So one big feast isn't the problem. Here's what the evidence says about this. One day of overeating barely affects long-term fat gain or insulin resistance. Most of the weight you gain after Thanksgiving dinner is just water and glycogen. This is this initial storage of energy that we have, and it just attracts fluid, and thus the water and glycogen causes the weight gain. And what's the evidence behind this? Overeating for one day increases the water and glycogen and minimal fat, as you can see from this study. Fat storage requires multiple days of surplus. Your body can handle one big meal. What it can't handle is the leftovers marathon. So extreme calorie density, these leftovers, are usually high in carbohydrates, fats, and salts. And that combo lights up the brain's reward pathways and makes you eat just a little bit more than you usually eat. The evidence behind it shows that ultra-processed carbs and fat meals increase intake by nearly 500 calories per day. The next reason why people will tend to gain weight is the portion creep. Leftovers equal big portions or bigger portions because you're just not measuring the amount of food that you're taking in. The evidence behind that is that larger portions increase calorie intake by 25 to 40% automatically based on this study. So what about the temporary insulin resistance? So a few days of high calorie meals worsen how your cells handle glucose. The evidence shows that just 3 days of overeating reduces insulin sensitivity. This is why cravings increase, hunger spikes, and the metabolism feels sluggish for weeks after. Now, here's the thing that is rarely mentioned, is that the metabolic danger isn't just biological. There is a behavioral component. It's called behavioral momentum. The brain adapts fast to holiday eating. Hunger signals shift. The cravings increase. The dopamine increase. These dopamine spikes, darn it. Satiety hormones decrease. You're essentially training your brain to overeat. What does the evidence show behind this? High-calorie meals increase cravings the following week, based on this study in 2004. Poor sleep that you get from hanging out with the family and leading up to Black Friday, the poor sleep increases ghrelin 28%. Driving your appetite. So people think they've ruined their metabolism on Thanksgiving. The truth is, no, you haven't. They just accidentally created a new habit for a few days and their brain loved it. So if you're going to be going into the holidays and Thanksgiving being the biggest one where we try to stuff our bellies, how do you go about it without this metabolic trap? You don't need to skip leftovers. You just have to structure them. So use this 50, 25, 25 rule that you follow on your plate. So 50% vegetables, 25% proteins, and 25% non-refined carbs. Control glucose and calorie intake. The next thing you want to do is eat your protein first. So that means you're going to enjoy your turkey first, not the mashed potatoes maybe, or the biscuits, or some carbohydrates that are refined, and maybe not even the cookies. So eat the proteins first. It's been shown that this drops glucose spikes by up to 40%. So the next thing you want to do is get some walking in after eating. Just 10 minutes of walking after eating has been shown to be as effective as some glucose-lowering medications for post-meal glucose spikes. And another structured way, going to the next one, is to reduce the amount that you eat, is freeze half your leftovers. This reduces the exposure, the amount of food that is in front of you, which then reduces the overeating. And instead of staying out late shopping on Black Fridays, hey, Mike, do people still go out and shop on Black Fridays? You are?
It's online.
It's all online?
It's all online.
So maybe these online shopping that you limit to at least make time for sleep of 7 to 9 hours. Just 2 nights of poor sleep can lead to higher cravings and worse glucose control. So just a few of these shifts will protect your metabolism without you giving up the food that you love. So wrapping it up, Thanksgiving dinner isn't the enemy. It's the casual overeating drift after the holiday is what really will get you. What a little structure can do so that you can still enjoy the holiday and keep your metabolic health right on track. So from here, enjoy the holidays, everyone, and don't worry about this one meal attack that is haunting you, and enjoy the food. Just have some structure to the food that you eat after the holidays. Hit subscribe if you want more clear, evidence-based metabolic health videos. Comment below with your biggest holiday challenge, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.